Then we are having while. Okay. So first we have seen conditional statement, if and all. Now we are going to see the looping statement. So what is the difference between conditional statement and looping statement is, in conditional statement, it will check for a condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the statement once and then it will return to the next line. But when it comes to the looping statement, it will check for the condition, and until the condition becomes false, it will execute the statement again and again and again. So 100 times if I want to run the same operation, I don't need to write the code 100 times. I have to write it once and I have to set some condition and I have to make the condition fail a certain point of time. Once the condition become fail, then automatically the looping will get stopped. Okay, so here I'm using while. Okay, for while here if you see means I have initialized the value I equal to 0 I have given, and I have set a condition while I is less than 10. Print I. Then I'm incrementing the I value I plus equal to 1. It is a short form of I equal to I plus 1, which means every time I enter into the loop, I will increment the I value to 1. So what will happen after a certain point of time, I value will become one value it will get, right. At that point, the while statement will become false. As of now, it is true because 0 is less than 10, which is true. The while statement will become false when the I reaches the value 10. Correct. So I reaches the 10 means, so 10 less than 10, which is false. So automatically the loop will stop. Okay, this is one way. Another way is there. What we will do is we will set the while as true, always true. Okay, so it will be like an infinite loop. Here also, if you make a small mistake, okay, because you need to be very careful in using while, because a small mistake can make a normal loop into an infinite loop. Once it has been converted to an infinite loop, unless we break it manually, it will be executing infinite times. Okay, until or the memory get filled. So we should be careful in using this while. Okay, suppose I'm giving while equal to true. Okay, this by default it is an infinite, but using some if conditions and other keywords, we are making it as an breakable loop. So for that, what we are doing is we are using two keywords. Okay, you can note it down. These two keywords. One is continue and another one is break. So what continue will do is it will skip an iteration. Okay, for example, 10 iteration is there or 20 iteration is there. Okay, in the fifth iteration, it is seeing the continue keyword means it will immediately skip that iteration. Then again, it will start from the beginning. So one iteration will be skipped, but it will not stop the loop. Whereas when it reach the break, automatically it will stop the loop. Even like 10 iteration is there. Okay, fifth iteration, it has reached the break keyword means automatically it will stop. It will not go to the sixth or seventh iteration. So that is the difference between continue and a break. Okay. So here let me explain the program, uh, for your understanding. I equal to 1 I have given. Okay. While true. So it is going to be always true. This loop will never stop. Okay. Then I'm giving a condition if I modulus of 10 not equal to 0. So I have already told you, right? Modulus means it will return a reminder. So I'm checking 1 modulus of 10 is not equal to 0, which is true. 1 modulus of 10 output is going to be 1, which is not equal to 0. So it will print checking. Then what I'm doing, I'm incrementing the I value. Now I value is 2. Then I have given continue. So the moment it has reached the continue, what it will do, it will not go to the next line. It will again go and check the condition. Again 2 modulus of 10, 3, 4, 5, like that it will go until it reaches the 10. Correct. So 10 modulus of 10 is equal to 0. So this condition become false. So what it will do is it will go to this particular line. Hope we can able to see my cursor. So print if completed, like that it will print. Then next line it will go. Next line I have given break. So what it will do is it will come out of this while loop. Okay, up to this break, it is a while loop only. After coming out, I have given another one statement which says print completed. Okay, this print completed is not comes under the while loop. So it will also get printed. So final output, if you see mean checking, checking, checking like that is coming. After each 10 times it will print if completed, then completed. Finally it is completed. Okay, this is the way of using this continue and the break statement. Then for loop. Okay, so we have seen while, right? Similarly, for is also going to perform, similar looping operation. So when we will be using a while loop and when we will be using the for loop. Okay, so let me explain it. In some cases, yes, we can use it interchangeably. For wherever we are using for, we can use while, and where we are using while, we can use for. But main reason for having two different looping statement is for is like limited. Okay, if you know the range, how many times I'm going to run this particular statement, how many iteration it is going to take to complete this process, then we will go for the for. If we are not sure how many iteration it will take to complete this particular process, then we will definitely go for the while. Okay, in for we will have some range. Okay, 5 times it has to run, 10 times it has to run. Initially itself we will give the limit. Whereas in while there is no any limit is there, but we will give a condition. Until that condition become false, we have to continue this particular loop. That is why I told in while we are there is a possibility of getting an infinite loop, but in for there is no any possibility like that. Okay, so here for I in range we are giving, okay, and then print I. So it will start printing values one by one. Here, uh, not only here, whenever you are learning a new function or any operation means you should understand the syntax. What is that syntax of that particular function? Okay, what are all the arguments we can pass? What are all the values it will accept? What is the order? Those things, if you are learning like syntax like that, if you are learning means it will be easy for you to utilize that particular function in a highly effective way. So here for range, we can pass up to three values. Okay, if you are passing one value also, it will accept two value also, it will accept three value also, it will accept. Each has different meaning. Okay, to understand it very easy term, just remember it as yes, yes, yes. Range inside the bracket, yes, yes, yes. Like that you remember. First S is for start, second S is for stop, and third is S is for step. Okay, so start means start value we have to give, stop value we have to give, and then step value we have to give. If you are passing only one value, okay, here in the first example, I have passed you only one value. So what it will consider is okay. Uh, then this is the stop value. Okay, if you are giving only one value, start value it will take it as 0, and stop value it will take it as 5, and step value it will take it as 1. These are all default values. Okay, only stop value is mandatory. Without giving that value also you cannot run it. Okay, minimum one value we have to pass. If you are passing one value, it will take the default value for start and step as like 0 and 1. If you are passing two value, then it will take first value for start, second value for step, first value for start, second value for stop, and third value we are not given, right? So default it will take it as 1. Okay, step value is taken as 1. In case you don't want it in sequence 1 2 3 4 like that, you don't want, you wanted 1 3 5 7 like that, you want or you wanted it 2 4 6 8 10 or 1 5 10 15 like that you want means, then you have to mention three values: start, stop, and step. Okay, first value is for start, second value is for stop, and third value is for step. So output if you see means first value 1, then 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5. Like that it will be printing each and every value. Okay, and another advantage is we can use this step value negative value also. If I want to print it in an reverse order. Okay, not in negative order. If you want means we can print it in a reverse order also. Like I don't want 1 1 3 5 7 9. I want a 9 7 5, or I want 10 9 8 7 6 like that. I want means we can mention negative value also. Okay. So here you have given minus 2. Start value, I have to give it more bigger value, 10, comma 1, comma minus 2. So what it will happen? First it will print 10, then 10 minus 2 what? 8. Then 8 minus 2, 6. Up to 2 it will print because 2 minus 2 is 0, which is less than the end value. And one more thing you have to notice is here I have given value as 5, but if you check my output is printing up to 4 only. Why? Because in Python, whatever value you are giving it as top value, it will take less than one number. I mean, if I give 5 means it will take minus 1, 4 only, up to 4 only it will take. If I give 10, it will take minus 1, 9, up to 9 only it will take. Like that only it will work. So if you want to print up to 5, you have to remember to give 6. Okay. Then only it will print up to 5. Okay. This is for loop.